Welcome to Motivation for Success. Hoping you enjoy this video.
Fears, even the most basic ones, can totally destroy our ambitions. Fear, if left unchecked, can destroy our lives. Fear is an enemy. And let me tell you about some of the other enemies we face. One of the enemies that you've got to destroy before it destroys you is indifference. What a tragic disease this is. Ho-hum, let it slide. Drifting away from your ambitions. Here's one problem with drifting. You can't drift your way to the top of the mountain. Next one, an enemy inside all of us, indecision. Indecision is called the thief of opportunity. It'll steal your chances for a better future. Take sword to this enemy. Next enemy on the inside is doubt. Sure, there's room for healthy skepticism. You can't believe everything. But you can't let doubt take over. Doubt the past and doubt the future and doubt each other and doubt the government and doubt the opportunities and doubt yourself. I'm telling you, it'll destroy your life and destroy your chances and empty your bank account and empty your heart. Doubt is an enemy. Get rid of it. Next is worry. We've all got to worry some, but don't let it conquer you. Let it alarm you. Worry is useful. Step off the curb and one of those zealot taxis is coming. You've got to worry, but you can't let worry loose like a mad dog that drives you into a small corner, drive them into a small corner. Whatever's out to get you, you've got to get it. Whatever's pushing on you, you've got to push back. Illness is constantly testing the outer edges of your health plan. And if illness can find a weak spot, it'll muscle in and take the territory. Unless you've got enough discipline and power to say, I'm not going to let that happen. I'll work on my health plan enough to destroy it. The next enemy inside is overcaution, the timid approach to life. Timidity is not a virtue. It's an illness. And if you let it go and go, it'll conquer you. Timid people don't get promoted. They don't advance and grow and become powerful in the marketplace. Do battle with the enemy. Do battle with your fears. Do battle. Build your courage to fight what's holding you back. Do battle. Have the courage to fight back. Be courageous in your life and in your pursuit of what you want and who you want to become. Here are a few techniques to help build your courage. Number one, don't worry about things you have no control over. Don't spend your time thinking about all the bad things that might happen to you. Don't spend your time plotting and planning ways to make sure these things will never happen to you. Courageous people don't worry about the unlikely, things out of their control. Number two, face your fears before you start something. Make a list of the worst that could happen, and you'll probably see that it's not so bad after all. A friend of mine lost everything a few years back, home, cars, possessions, lost it all. So now, on her way back up, whenever she's faced with a tough decision, she asks herself, what's the worst that can happen? And guess what? She's already been through the worst and survived, so it's not an issue anymore. Now, you don't have to lose everything to lose that particular fear, but what I'm saying is, once you face your fear, you can move on. You'll see that you have the inner strength to deal with it. You'll probably never be faced with the situation at all. Why? Because you've already thought about it. And by contemplating what might happen, you'll chart your course to make sure that it doesn't. So the first courage-building technique is to put the remote possibilities out of your mind. The second, to face fears beforehand. And the third technique to build your courage is to imagine the alternative. See in your mind the end result of giving into your fear. Then really feel the gain of following your ambition courageously. See the difference. If you've been invited to address your national sales convention and are scared to death of public speaking, what should you do? Well, you could decline the invitation, or you could take some classes, read some books, and see yourself stepping up to a whole new league, increasing your opportunities for future success. Once again, it's your choice. Be fueled by your fears or face your fears.
See, when you begin to understand and acknowledge your fear, and you go forth anyhow, you go forth in a spirit and a knowing that there's a way that you can begin to handle this. There's a way, what it is that you're seeking, that you have the capacity to handle it, to face it. And rather than feeling powerless, you begin to feel powerful. See, when all of the major downsizings that are taking place around this country, there are a lot of people who are biting their fingers in fear that they might lose their jobs. But there are few people who have decided within themselves, I'm going to make it. Some people are moving on their own. They feel within themselves, I've got what it takes to make it. They're not afraid about tomorrow because of what they feel that they deserve, because of what they feel that they can create for themselves. Because these people have decided there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way for me to begin to create a way out of no way. When you have that kind of spirit, nothing can stop you. Nothing. What would your life be like as you look toward the future if you decided, I'm not going to allow my fears to stop me? What would your future be like if you decided to want that which you desire so strongly that it prepares you past your fears? As the one book says, feel the fear and do it anyway. What would your life be like? And I'm saying to you that all of us who have been entombed by fear have the capacity to resurrect ourselves. It's not easy. Can I do it? Yes. What's one of the ways to get started? Some of us need somebody to hold our hands. Sometimes we need somebody to help us out. Be willing to say, I don't know. Be willing to reach out. Be willing to get some assistance. I think it was Joe Frazier who said this one. He says, all of us are like the blind man at some point in our lives standing on the corner waiting for somebody to lead us across. See, all of us at some point in our lives need some help, need someone to reach out to us. All of us at some point of our lives. We need that kind of help because we grow from the people we have in our lives that can enrich our lives professionally, spiritually, and all the dimensions of our lives. We don't grow in a vacuum. So as you look at yourself, what are the fears you have that maybe you need some help in strengthening yourself in that area? As you assess your strengths and your weaknesses and your passions and your dreams and your goals and the things that you want, if you decide to experience all of your true potential, as you decide to manifest all of your greatness, as you decide, wait a minute, what else is available to me out here if I decided to experience the fear of rejection, the fear of no, the fear of failure? What else is available? Of taking a chance, of fear of losing it all. What else is available to me that will bring some extra meaning and value? The fear of people not liking me. You know how many people do things they don't want to do because they want everybody to like them? Excuse me, special announcement. Everybody's not going to like you. It's just not that kind of world. But you know, there are a lot of people who won't take positions on issues, who won't speak up for themselves because they don't want to make anybody mad. Bill Cosby, he said, I don't know what the secret of success is, he said, but here's what I know what the secret of failure is. Trying to please everybody. You can't please everybody. But there are people who have the fear of rocking the boat. Life is too short for that. Too short and unpredictable, moseying through. Not trying to disturb anything, not trying to shake anything up. You see, there are some people who have come through the universe and their level of contribution and the level of energy they manifest is so small, so inconspicuous that when they go, you won't even know they left. But there's some people, because of their personality, because of the investment of their time and their energy and the impact they have there, that when they go, everybody will miss them. See, when Mother Teresa checks out, everybody will know. Nelson Mandela, everybody will know. Why? Because of their contribution.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe not to miss the next videos.
We'll be right back.